Rory's last shot.
Our huge cast, they're all people that we genuinely love.
That's a picture wrap on Crease!
It was very difficult to say goodbye to these guys that we had just spent so many hundreds and hundreds of hours with.
Taylor's last shot on Game of Thrones.
It's a strange thing because it's 73 episodes now, and we've been so immersed in the series for so long, and ending it is obviously a big deal.
Alfie's been with us since the pilot, which is 10 years back. Thank you for everything. We're going to miss you, and you're the best.
Alfie was the first person I ever met on this. I walked through the door of the first read-through of the pilot, and he was the first person to come and introduce himself to me, and we've been friends since.
The first rap started happening, and you're like, what? What do you mean?
So with that, folks, it's a Game of Thrones wrap from Mr. Peter Dinklage.
This was so nice to come to every year. I look forward to coming back here to Belfast and seeing my family again, my Game of Thrones family. And I mean that sincerely.
All of us, I know I speak on behalf of everyone here, say we could not be more proud to call you our friend.
Likewise, you guys.
It's really, truly like a family. And we kind of wanted to give them something to look at that would remind them of this thing we'd all done together. Will, the storyboard artist, made custom penciled and inked storyboards of each character's greatest iconic moments.
I demand a trial by combat.
We thought it would be great presenting them with this at the end of the production.
Wow. It was a really emotional moment that I didn't see coming, really.
No one opens a box quite like you.
Hello, my old friend.
I was really shocked this year when I got to do cast presence. It was a brilliant thing to be asked about. It's like 4 panels. I would try then to pick the best 4 frames that I could to get the most dramatic part.
10 years ago, you walked in as a 12-year-old.
Now.
When the horses are charging towards him, that was to be the final frame. That is just the most dramatic moment. It's just one of those shots. These things are charging towards him. He's not going to survive that. But he does. It's fantastic. It's a great moment in Game of Thrones, I think.
Your watch has ended, and it has been a hell of a watch for us, for these people, and for so many people around the world. Thank you for being Jon Snow, and thank you more than that for being you.
It's my life. It has been since I was 21, 22. I'll never get this again.
We bow down before you, Emilia, Isabel Euphemia Rose Clark, first of her name, mother of dragons, wearer of red raspberry ripple fur coats. We thank you, and we will miss the hell out of you.
It's given me an identity that I didn't have, and I didn't ever think I would be, I just didn't think I'd ever be able to play someone like this.
Traditional,
Yes,
this is the
it's this one.
last shot of season 1 with the dragon babies being hatched.
Amazing.
May I have the honor of presenting the newest member of the King's Guard?
This is probably the toughest part to cast on the whole show because Jaime Lannister, he's supposed to be the best looking man in Westeros, but also really smart, funny, and when actors got all those things, tend to already be really famous, and we couldn't afford anyone.
It's been 9 years of my life. It will be a defining part of my life.
I now proclaim Cersei of the House Lannister, protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
To have been part of this beloved show is an amazing feeling. And also, you know, sadness because it's over.
I just a little to thank Dan and David for taking us on an amazing adventure.
It's been quite a journey.
I've loved every second of it. It's been fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I just had to look at Ian's face and it was like, we've been with these characters for so many years. We've been like to hell and back with them.
Valar Morghulis. All men must die, but we are not men.
She looked like Arya. Audition, she seemed like Arya, but it was hard to know what happens when someone who's 12, who's never been in front of a camera before, right, gets in front of this.
It has truly been such a magical experience.
I believe when we cast Gwen, it might have been the easiest casting of any role we've ever had on this show.
I ask the honor of a place in your Kingsguard.
I've loved everything that's unconventional about her.
There was never any other Brienne of Tarth for us.
Sir Brienne of Tarth, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
The way that people have taken her to their hearts has been so wonderful.
Isaac was this adorable little boy.
Quite the little climb, aren't you?
The story really begins with you falling out of a tower window and ends with you being crowned as the king. It's been you the whole time, and we love you and thank you for coming on this bizarre journey with us.
It'll be an emotional moment when it does come off, because it's been a huge part of my life. This has been 50% of my entire existence.
So, when we met you when you were 13 years old, we had no idea that you were going to grow up to be one of our favorite human beings in the world.
The past nearly 10 years, it's been unbelievable. It's taken me from a child to an adult.
The Queen of the North! The Queen of the North! The Queen of the North!
I feel ready now. It's been like a training course for life.
You are the essence of this show. You are wild-eyed, vicious, love-struck, irrepressible, good-natured barbarian with the world's greatest beard that I get to touch for the last time before you shave it off, which you promised not to do, but he's going to do it eventually.
It's strange and sad because I really loved playing Tormund, and I loved working here with so many super skilled and nice people. But everything has an end, even Game of Thrones.
It's also the last day of the directors from 806. Thank God.
To David and Dan, there aren't words of how grateful I am.
We have 2 boards that we want to give to you, and these are actually magic boards because all you have to do is click them 3 times, and you will be back wherever you want to be over these 10 years. And I would always want to be with this group, that's for sure.
I think we're forever indebted to David and Dan for changing our lives and making them better and certainly more interesting than maybe a lot ever imagined.
There's a decency and a mutual respect that I've never come across on any other job. We've been all blessed that we've bumped into each other.
It's been a journey that I never expected, unrepeatable, absolutely unique, and I'll keep it in my heart forever.
I've had good times and bad times on the show, and you guys have all been there and made me feel just like really lucky, just really, really, really lucky, and I'm just so grateful.
They've taken this young girl who's just figuring stuff out and given me a platform and given me hope.
I've really struggled sometimes with how it's completely changed my life, and every year coming back here and being with all you guys has really made it all worthwhile.
My heart is breaking. I love this show.
It was bittersweet to see Kit crying and all these other actors, so emotional, and the crew members who we've worked with for so long.
One of the crew, Lawrence from Special Effects, had given me a ring. It's a dragon head and a wolf head, and every day I'll look down at this ring, and it will remind me of the amazing, outstanding, best crew that anybody could ever wish for.
It was a world that had a remarkable consistency and tremendous amount of love, and so I will miss my Game of Thrones family more than anything. You kind of put it in the emotional to-do bin and just kind of realize that over the course of the next year or 2 years or 10 years, it'd be something that you're kind of working through.
It was a band of brothers and sisters, and, that's something that you just never will forget.
I love you, people. I love you.
We just had so much fun over so many years and made so many good friends.
No matter what, I will always look back with immense pride and a little smile on my face.
I'm a cynical, buttoned-up Englishman, but I have warned my friends and Rose that if they let me keep this costume, they might find me on the odd night in the garden drinking neat gin, crying, dressed as Jon Snow.